welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be about Arsenal. Well, as an Arsenal fan, I know other Arsenal fans are very concerned about the club at this point in time. You have some optimistic fans, and you have the fans that want to see some form of result, like some result that we can say yes, we're moving in the right direction. But at this point in time, we see Arsenal going backwards instead of forward. And that's concerning for a lot of fans like myself and major Arsenal fans. So the first question is going to be, can we qualify for the UEFA Champions League? Honestly, at this point it's early to call at this point in time. Usually Arsenal would be at the top of the table, well, not at the top of the table, but within the top 6 usually by December this time of year in previous years. But this year we're at 11. This year we're at 11, 12. I think we're about there. And Arsenal does not show any sign of moving forward. We look like we're going backwards. And if we can't get an attacking mindset, it's going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult for Arsenal. Because at this point in time, we're more a defending team. Not even defending. I'm not even sure what Arsenal is doing at this point in time. Defending. I'm not saying Arsenal does not have good defenders, but defending is rubbish. The defending is rubbish. Arsenal is not a team that defends. I used to always get upset at Arsenal not having defensive players to stop counter-attacking teams or a team that could attack. But when I was watching Arsenal versus Liverpool, Arsenal versus City this season, those two teams have one thing in common: they press high. They press very high. And if a team presses Arsenal with playing the defensive game they play, it's going to be difficult because Arsenal isn't producing anything. So it's very difficult at this point in time. I don't see them qualifying for the Champions League. It takes a miracle at this point in time. I know it's early to say it's not even half. It's not even half of the Premier League season as yet, I doubt. So it's very hard to say, but the way Arsenal is performing, it's not performing like an Arsenal that can get goals. Very low scoring stat. This is the worst. By far, this is the worst. Or the lowest amount of goals Arsenal has scored over the last decade for the first half of the season. Lowest amount of goals. Arsenal has lost amount of matches. Arsenal has lost 4 out of I think it's lost 4-1-4. I think this is that was the ninth match day. Yeah. And it's not good. Continuing this form, City is below. I think City is below Arsenal, but with a game in hand. And City is the type of team, once they get that game in hand, no matter who, if City can pick form, it's definite Arsenal is going down. So that leads to the next question: will Arsenal get relegated out of the Premier League? Arsenal is the only Premier League team now in the Barclays Premier League to never get relegated, to be in Division 1 and stay in Division 1 over its entire time in Division 1. The only Premier League club. And that would be devastating for Arsenal to go in League 2. Devastating. I would rather watch them in League 2 than in League 1. My mistake. than in the Premier League. I'd rather watch them play with clubs on the same level. Like they're playing at League One level, not a Premier League level. So I'd rather watch them in the Championship. So should Mesut Ozil play? No, yeah, should Mesut Ozil play? Well, I was a Ozil fan before I was an Arsenal fan, and it was the reason I started watching Arsenal. It was the reason I got up at morning times and watch Arsenal game. Meanwhile, I would sleep. Usually there would be no matches played in the morning that I would wake up to watch. It just was pointless. I like sleep. And when I was watching Ozil play for Arsenal during since 2016 up until now, 2015 up until now, it was always exciting football. Even though the last was always exciting football, you just didn't see much defending work from Ozil. But always exciting football, one touch passing, creative play. Arsenal just never, up to now, I'm not bashing Aubameyang, Lacazette. I'm not bashing any of them because they're quality players. But Arsenal does not have a striker, a finisher. Arsenal does not have a finisher. Lacazette is a hold-up player. Aubameyang is a winner. Aubameyang is a winner, not a finisher. What I consider a finisher is a man that if you place him in front of the goal, like Lewandowski is a finisher, Suarez is a finisher, Kane is a finisher, Benzema is a finisher, Giroud, that Wallad is a finisher. You need a man that you can drop in the center to say, alright, the ball comes to them, they're not the greatest player. Nketiah is a finisher. You can't get some players some players shouldn't be defending. That is just a fact. Some players just shouldn't be defending. Well, every player should defend, but not all players should be in the should be 30 yards from the goal, 40 yards from the goal. It's a halfway line thing. I don't see why. Well, I'm not sure the exact distance between the goal and the halfway line, but attacking players should always be no further than the edge of the circle. That's just my belief. The player that transitions the game over to real attacking play, not just bouncing the ball in your box and going around side to side. Players that transition the game should never be so deep unless they are quick and agile. If they are not these two, if they are not a complete link-up player, I don't think they should be so deep in the game to receive the ball. That's why Aubameyang struggles. Aubameyang is not that type of player. Aubameyang is to get the ball, winger, go, speed. And with Ozil, Aubameyang needs that. Aubameyang needs someone that can say, alright, collects the ball, get it to him. Aubameyang has the speed to chase the ball down. Saka, get the ball, go. Pepe, get the ball, go. You can't play defensive with Arsenal and then complain that Arsenal just does not have the players to play the way you want to play. Arsenal has the players to play football, not to play the type of way you want to play. You want to be successful playing your own football, but not playing football to make Arsenal, the club, successful. That's madness. You have Leno in goal. Honestly, as a German fan, Leno absolutely could not. Arteta go. Yeah, that's a blunt. That's a easy question for me. I don't respect Arteta as a manager, as a main manager. Probably this is not an insult, and I'm not saying Arteta is not a coach, but not a coach for Arsenal. He's not the fit for Arsenal. Arsenal is my club. I claim Arsenal, and I will not. This is just me. I claim Arsenal, and I will not sit and watch Arsenal lose. It just makes no sense. If the team has the player, Arsenal has players. You see, if Arsenal was the team that didn't have players, look at a team like Everton. Look at a team like Southampton. These teams have no players. They might not play in any European competition, but they don't have players. Look at a team like Leicester. No Vardy. Look at these teams. Look at Aston Villa. No European competition, but still plays good football. Brighton, Leeds have no. They don't complain about players, and they ain't no big team. They can still go and clash with big teams. Phone money. They can still go and clash with big teams. Can Arsenal clash with any big team? No, because when Arsenal plays these big teams, there's only one outcome: a loss. And if you think, if as an Arsenal fan you think losing 1-0, losing 2-0, losing less than 4 or 5 is a improvement, no, you still lose. You still get no points. I told somebody I'd rather watch Arsenal lose 4 than 1. I honestly would rather watch Arsenal lose 4 than 1, because then I know that Arsenal is actually going forward, trying to do something. When Arsenal loses 1-0, it's Arsenal missing chances, no confidence. Arsenal losing 1-0, that shows that Arsenal has no creativity. If you cannot beat our team 1-0, if you cannot score 1 goal, that is the worst. Growing up in Jamaica, that is the worst way to lose a game. If you lose 7 or 8, 4, 5, 2, 3, that shows that the team actually is going very hard. If you lose 1-0, that shows that you're a worthless team. That just shows that you're just not able. 1 goal, if a team beats you 1 goal, that's no buck up. That's just a team that worked hard and got the better in the blade. You get the sharpen. You get the sharpen. You have no handle in that game. It's pointless creating 2-3 chances on a team creating less. Winning a game, how does that make sense? And the chances Arsenal create are half chances, no real chances. When Ozil was playing, they're actually creating full chance, creating goal scoring opportunities, not just chances, goal scoring opportunities. If you look at Ozil chances created in Arsenal, within Arsenal, and the games Arsenal lose, it's incredible. Arsenal players just miss goals. They just miss goals, and I just don't think it's worth sitting and watching Arsenal lose. I'd rather watch Bayern lose than Arsenal win. I'd rather watch. I've said this already, and I'll say it again. I'd rather watch Bayern lose than Arsenal win. It's pointless watching a team win 1-0. And I've just said that losing 1-0 is the worst way to lose. Arsenal beating a team 1-0, that's not exciting. That just shows that the team just has no quality, and Arsenal got lucky. With Arsenal now, it's a complete opposite, because Arsenal does nothing. And that's the harsh truth. Arteta should coach a team with big players, so he can do whatever he wants with them. But having players in the team and just not playing them because you claim you want better players, you're not using the players you have. So why complain about better players? It makes no sense.